Godzilla x Kong, Guardians of Equestria. Written by Phantom Plus 1234, Chapter 17. Godzilla's fury as the dust settles as King Caesar growls, his ears flicking upwards in a display of intimidation. Both Godzilla and Kong looks over at him with renowned looks, a sign of gratitude for being saved. Been a long time, eh? Trapper chuckled. Talk about a wicked knockdown. Rainbow cheered. Despite having her magic set, she exuded plenty of energy. King Caesar might look small compared to Godzilla and Kong, but he's no pushover. Hopefully he'll be to put his skills to good use this time around, said Eileen. Godzilla and King Caesar's reunion is suddenly interrupted as Mechagodzilla slowly rises, glaring at them with his neon red eyes. Speak of the devil, said Bernie. Methra flies over Mechagodzilla and joins the three, screeching at the mechanical doppelganger. Methra's not backing down either, said Twilight. We've finished evacuating the village, said Applejack. Great, we better get out of the way before we end up becoming crushed ourselves, said Eileen. They all nod in unison as they quickly relocate to higher ground. All the while the four stare down Mechagodzilla as it roars. Godzilla makes the first move against his metal counterpart as he charges forward with his claws up. Godzilla counters his swipe by quickly leaping towards the side and grabbing him by the dorsal scales and dragging him against the ground. Kong follows up by throwing a punch with his beast glove, only for his attack to bounce off. As Kong stumbles backwards, Mechagodzilla turns around, his eyes glowing a red hue. Wait, what's it doing? Asked Rarity. They watch as Mechagodzilla fires a red stream from its eyes, but King Caesar quickly jumps in front of Kong with its ears up, absorbing the deadly eye beam and reflecting it back at Mechagodzilla, striking it square in the abdomen. What the hell, an eye beam? Mechagodzilla didn't have that last time. Bernie exclaimed. It must be a new ability that Tobias gave Mechagodzilla, suggested Eileen. Thankfully King Caesar was ready for it. As Mechagodzilla recovers from the hit, it begins charging up a blast, only for Methra to fly from behind and ramming it in the back of the head, sending it crashing to the ground. Ha ha, not so tough now, big guy. Rainbow cheered. It may have had the upper hand earlier, but it seems a 4v1 is too much for it to handle. Applejack chimed in. As Mechagodzilla slowly gets to its feet, Kong rushes in with another punch with its beast glove. Now imbued with electricity, Kong manages to land a punch square in the face, knocking it back. The ponies cheer as they watch the four wail on Mechagodzilla. As it staggers back, it slowly straightens up and glares at the four monsters, its red eyes glowing with fury. Uh-oh, Capper said in a concerned tone. Mechagodzilla roars at the four, the red accents on its body glowing. I think they made it mad, Fluttershy whimpered. Methra quickly takes towards the sky as Godzilla, Kong, and King Caesar braces themselves for what's to come. Godzilla's eyes begins to glow as it charges another beam. Seeing this, King Caesar quickly jumps in front of Kong and Godzilla with its ears up, only for Godzilla to fire multiple missiles from its shoulder cannon, stunning King Caesar before blasting him with its eye beam and sending it tumbling backwards. Hey, what a cheater! Pinky yelled. He really faked him out like that. Rainbow exclaimed. Both Kong and Godzilla roars, pissed at Mechagodzilla for taking advantage of their friend. Mechagodzilla simply stomps towards them as Methra suddenly descends from behind, charging at Mechagodzilla. But much to the surprise of everyone, Mechagodzilla swiftly dodges her attack before blasting her out of the sky with another eye beam. Methra! Starlight gasped as the queen of the monster crashes to the ground. What the hell? Asked Bernie. Furious, Godzilla charges forward, only for Mechagodzilla to swiftly dodge and punch him in the face. This looks bad, Fluttershy swallows hard. It's almost as if it's reading their moves, said Twilight. They watch nervously as Mechagodzilla grabs its organic counterpart by the neck and pinning him against a rocky wall before hitting him in the stomach. It raised its pronged tail as it begins spinning like a drill, but before it could strike Godzilla, Kong quickly grabs it and punches Mechagodzilla, causing it to release Godzilla. Kong lunges at him, only for Mechagodzilla to knock him out of the sky with its tail. That what's going on? Asked Trapper. I don't know. Godzilla somehow knows what everyone is doing, almost as if it's. Eileen stops mid-sentence as a look of realization forms on her face. No, that can't be possible, right? Asked Bernie. Godzilla wasn't like that before. Tobias did say he enhanced Mechagodzilla's capabilities, said Eileen. It wouldn't be impossible. Could some pony catch me up? Asked Trixie. I'm really confused as to what's going on right now. Based on Mechagodzilla's behavior and the battle up until this point, there's a possibility that Mechagodzilla is somehow learning from the battle itself. What kind of horse that crap? Asked Rainbow. Is that even possible? Asked Twilight. It's the only explanation. Besides, this is Tobias we're talking about, said Eileen. He may not have been the one to recreate Mechagodzilla, but if he can program it to learn from its mistakes and consistently improve its battle strategies, then he's the only one. Epus looks bad. Fluttershy yelps. They look up to see Mechagodzilla aiming his drill light tail straight for Kong's head as he struggles to hold the Rouge machine at bay. Oh no, not like this. Rarity gasped. They all look around. Medthra, King Caesar, and Godzilla were all struggling to stay on their feet, leaving Kong at the mercy of the killer robot. We have to do something, said Tempest. What can we do? Asked Trixie. Yeah, it's not like it has a remote we can smash or something, added Pinky. Wait, that's it. Everyone turns towards Bernie. The last time Mechagodzilla almost killed Kong with temporarily disabled it by messing up its controls. If it's the same as last time, there has to be a set of controls somewhere. And how long do you think it's going to take for us to find those controls? Asked Rainbow Dash. This is a small town, but it's still big enough that the controls could be anywhere. Actually, maybe not, Starlight chimed in. Wait, really, you know where the controls are? Asked Pinky. If my hunch is correct, then there's only one place, said Starlight. Bernie, was it? You know how to deal with that scrap metal, don't gotta ask me twice, said Bernie, cracking his knuckles. Applejack, Pinky, Trixie, can I count on you two as well? Starlight asked. Hell, you betcha, Sugar Kip. Applejack laughed. The great and powerful Trixie will always have your back. Trixie beamed. Always ready. Check, Pinky, then let's move. The group watched as Starlight takes Bernie, Pinky, Trixie, and Applejack back down towards the remains of the village. Be careful, said Twilight. They five quickly maneuvered through the ruined village until they stopped in front of a familiar-looking building. Ugh, of course, here of all places, Applejack groaned. I know it brings back memories, but when you think about it, it's the most likely place, said Starlight. But enough of that, we need to focus. There's a chance that Tobias's men are inside, so let's be ready for the worst. They all nod in agreement. Starlight knocks on the door as a voice from inside responds. Who's there? Starlight clears her voice, impersonating Tobias. Get out of here, you imbeciles, we've got company. There's no way they'll fall for that, sighed Trixie. Roger that. Starlight smirks as they hear footsteps approaching the door. As the door swings open, Bernie smashes the rock in his hand against the guard's face, knocking him down. Hey, what the? Applejack quickly rushes in and bucks the other guard, knocking him unconscious. I can't believe that actually worked, said Trixie. Don't underestimate your friend, Starlight winked. The group made their way inside only to find that a massive control system had been installed inside. Sweet Celestia, Trixie gasped. We don't have time, hurry Bernie, said Starlight. No need to rush, there's only one solution, Bernie said. Anybody got a drink? Seriously? This is no time for a break, said Trixie. I have a minute, Pinky said, holding up a pitcher full of the yellow beverage. Good enough, Bernie grabbed the pitcher and runs over to the console. Did you even hear me? What do you need Wilmanid for? Asked Trixie. Bernie smirks as he dumps the pitcher of Wilmanid over the console. Did that even do anything? Trixie asked as the console suddenly erupted in sparks, causing all five to reel back. Meanwhile, back with the others, they watch as Mechagodzilla suddenly glitches out, allowing Kong to slowly back away. Did they do it? Twilight gasped. But the glitching only lasted for a few seconds before Mechagodzilla rebooted, looking even more pissed than before. That didn't do anything, Rainbow exclaimed. Kong backed away as Mechagodzilla's eyes began to glow. What are we supposed to do? The thing is nearly unbeatable. Twilight began to panic, realizing this may be the end for Kong. But just as Mechagodzilla fired his eye beam, King Caesar suddenly jumps back into battle, absorbing the blast and reflecting it back. Caught off guard, Mechagodzilla tries to dodge only for the blast to slice off its tail as Mechagodzilla screeches. Yes, let's go. The ponies cheer. Seeing his opportunity, Kong rushes in and grabs Mechagodzilla by the arm and tears it off with the power of his beast glove. Furious, Mechagodzilla fires another eye beam only for King Caesar to reflect it, this time slicing off one of its legs. Mechagodzilla stumbles trying to maintain its balance, leaving it wide open. King Caesar rushes forward and kicks it down as Kong follows up. In a desperate attempt to kill King Caesar, Mechagodzilla charges up, but not before Kong punches it in the face with its beast glove. Now completely stunned, Kong grabs onto Mechagodzilla's head and tears it right off, holding it in the air as it shuts down, finally putting an end to its malicious programming. Yeah, they did it. The ponies cheered, celebrating another victory. As Kong drops the severed head, Mechagodzilla begins to glow before disintegrating like all the other monsters before it. That was way too close, Elin sighed. Yeah, well, thanks to those guys, they probably wouldn't have survived, Trapper chimed in. Take that, you overgrown junk heap. Rainbow boasted. And don't come back. Rarity added. Yay Flutter, she whispered, clapping our hooves. Once both parties regrouped, they met with the ponies from Starlight's village. We appreciate you saving us, but, Double Diamond said as they examined the damage. What are we going to do? Asked Party Favor. Don't worry, I know things may look bad, but I promise we'll get everything back up and running, Starlight reassured the villagers. But first we have bigger things to worry about. That human, right? Asked Sugarbell. I can't believe he tripped us like that. Nightlighter stamped her hoof. Don't worry, we will make sure he pays. In the meantime, I can trust you guys to rebuild the village, right? Asked Starlight. Hell, we always find ways to comfort, don't we? Double Diamond boasted. Go beat that jerk and get our magic back while you're at it, exclaimed Sugarbell. Starlight nodded, looking even more determined than ever. So Deck, where to next? Asked Trapper. The next set of readings are pretty far. Is everyone ready? Asked Eileen. They all nodded. But what about Methra? Asked Fluttershy. They looked up at the fallen queen. Despite the damage she had received from the battle with Mechagodzilla, she still had a determined look in her eyes. She looked down at Gia and screeched. Gia conveyed the message to Eileen. She may be worse for wear, but it seems she's not going down without a fight, said Eileen. Hell, well said, Capra chuckled. Both Godzilla and Kong roared in unison as if they were agreeing. We need to move. The longer we waste time, Tobias's victims will only pile up, said Eileen. Right, everyone nodded in unison. Will the village be alright though? Asked Starlight. I think we can let King Caesar handle that, said Trapper. They all look up to see King Caesar watching over the villagers. Yeah, okay, Starlight nodded. Alright, next stop, exclaimed Rainbow Dash. With that, the group separated into their respective groups as they made their way to their next destination, along with the Guardians of Equestria. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like,